13, 12 days from now, we have the Undisputed fight between Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk.
18th.
Yes, sir. The 18th of this month. Hailing from Ukraine, Usyk, and hailing from London, England, Tyson Fury. So what do you feel about them, man? What do you feel about these guys, man?
You already know I'm always gonna be a Fury fan. And I know a lot of people gonna be mad at me. I'm a Fury fan because Fury, one of the very few guys left that actually has the fundamentals, that retained, that trained, that was disciplined enough to still maintain the fundamentals. Nowadays, you got guys like, I'm not a Deontay Wilder fan. Now, if it gets, of course, if I'm always want my own to win. But if I'm a fan of sports, there is nothing that will separate a boxer and a non-boxer.
Right.
If you're fighting and you're great at doing what you do, guess what? That's what we want to see.
Right.
If you're black and you know what you're doing, because you're a boxer to me. If I paid money to see you, you're a boxer. I'm not looking at you for a color. Yep. But if I got to choose behind that, there's no mystery where I'm at with it. Come on now, let's make it make sense. But what I'm saying is, Tyson Fury in his own right, he do a lot of dickhead shit on his own. He do a lot of shit on his own too.
Right.
But one thing I can say about that man, that when he come in, he gonna put on the show. He got a weak chin to a certain extent. A lot of guys get exposed that, but he a true champion at what he do.
Right.
No matter what, going through, at the end of the day, when it all come down, yes, it's about money, but he always deliver what we want.
Yeah.
He'll deliver what we want. He gave us that. And there's a lot of guys that's, that could potentially give them that work. As long as they stick to the plan, stick to the fundamentals, well, we would be kind of, that'd be kind of something, kind of, just to pull a rabbit out the hat. Right at this point right now. Oleksandr Usyk, hell of a fighter. A technician.
Yes, sir.
He a technician. Period. Has a whole, bunch of amateur fights, like a slew of amateur fights. He's great at what he know how to cut off the ring. He know how to stand in the pocket. He know how to deliver pressure. He know how to absorb a punch.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, guys don't, put a lot of body work in. One thing you gonna have to worry about with Usyk, he gonna give it to me. He going high and low. He got the Manny Pacquiao syndrome to me. He don't stop throwing.
He don't stop throwing. Right.
He's not gonna stop.
The high output. Yeah.
I don't think Fury gonna be able to relate to that. I don't think his IQ is gonna be high enough to really get around that. And not because he's not able, he's not trained to do so, but because who have he fought that actually had what Usyk got?
What he possesses.
I think Usyk is actually by far, to this day right now, his hardest opponent.
I would have to agree, man. So let me pitch this to you on what you may think. So, speaking of Usyk and Fury orthodox, but he's a switch hitter. But we rarely ever see him go into his southpaw stance. Usyk is natural southpaw left-handed. Do you believe in this fight on the 18th, Fury will implement his switch hitting? He'll add that to his arsenal.
Fury gonna have to adjust in ways, because one of the height advantages that Fury has, Fury is gonna have to really use the jab, use his distance, use his height. If Fury try to get in the pocket, it might not work right. It might not go the way it's planned, because of Fury's height, because of Fury's kind of slew-footed, closing this style about himself. And even though I say, he got the fundamentals and he got it. He know how to pop the jab. He know how to go to the body. He know how to go high, low. A lot of times I think he got a weak chin. I think a lot of times being able to get up that tree and that mountain to get to the chin is kind of a challenge to a lot of the guys that Fury's faced, you know. But I think if Fury, I think they both got a good shot at one. I think if Fury stick to the jab and keep him on and keep the distance and, you know, close the distance when he, you know, maybe got him against the ropes and, you know, when there's no more, you know, room for, you know, Usyk to, maneuver, maybe try to go in and test the waters a little bit, but still, you know, stick it with the jab, high and low to the body, to the head, you know, check shots when needed. But Usyk is on a mission. You know, I want to say he's actively in the military still. That don't quote me on that, but I know I'm almost either he served or I want to say he may actively still be in the service, but I know he served for the Ukraine. So, you know, just the condition and just with that alone is an advantage that most people don't get. He got combative training through and through.
Right. Mm-hmm.
He's a switch hitter. He has a high output. He's precise. That's the most important weapon for Usyk right now. It's his precision.
Precision.
Very precise and calculated on what he's doing. That he understands, I don't need to knock you out to win this fight.
Right, yeah.
I will if you give it to me.
Right.
That's his mentality.
Yeah.
When he goes into any fight.
Well said, man.
I don't need to.
Yeah, I agree.
Will if I got to.
But if I got to, right.
As long as I outpunch you, I win the fight.
I win the fight. And that's kind of what we saw when he defeated not only once but twice Anthony Joshua. You know, AJ started late at the age of 18, so there's a lot he didn't have. He didn't have what Holyfield had or what Canelo had or Floyd had. He wasn't raised in the sport. He came into the sport as a grown man. So it's a lot of little small things you ain't gonna pick up on. And I think AJ's an overthinker. From what I've been studying him, I think when he does punch, if he throws a punch and it goes a certain way, I think he's like, man, in his mind, like, I shouldn't have made it land this way. It's like, I think he's trying to be too meticulous, which, I mean, don't get me wrong. You want to be on point. You want to have pinpoint accuracy, but I think he just overthinks, and he needs that person in his ear to give him an exact plan and blueprint on what he needs to execute in his fight. Whereas Fury by nature understands, if I'm down or whatever, or this person's doing this, I can make an adjustment the next round. I think AJ doesn't have that mentally, that ring IQ he lacks due to the fact that he came in late in the sport.